Hi everyone, welcome to Mystery Diagnosis.
So I just comforted her and she stopped crying and then went on to finish her lunch. So I didn't think anything of it. And then for the next couple days, it happened again when she was eating. And I thought, well, maybe she, bit the inside of her cheek and she's just kind of rebiting it, or that maybe the food is burning her cheek or something.
But over the next several weeks, Emily continued to experience painful episodes.
It was happening at different times, not just while she was eating, but maybe while she was drinking something through a straw, or in the bathtub. If she was getting water splashed on her face, she would start to cry.
We would console and help her through the period, which would often only last a few seconds.
The first time that I became aware of anything bothering Emily was when her mother and I were talking on the telephone. Emily was in the bathtub, and I heard Emily screaming in the background, and Laurel said, "Just a moment, Mom." Laurel came back to the phone and said, "Well, gee, that was strange, but she must have bitten her cheek."
I remember being in the room on one of my visits and
That's pain.
her crying out and putting her hand to her face.
And the pain was so severe by now that she wasn't just crying, she was screaming. So much that she lost her voice. So she was screaming and nothing was coming out. It was just horrific.
It's trigeminal neuralgia.
Trigeminal neuralgia, or TN, is a disorder that doctors believe is triggered by the compression of the trigeminal nerve located in the brain. When the nerve is compressed, it sends bolts of intense electric shock-like pain into the face, where the branches of the nerve extend.
Emily is the first child that I've seen carrying the diagnosis of trigeminal neuralgia.
I've heard of trigeminal neuralgia, but only in people like in their 70s, 80s, 60s, something like that. And I'm not talking about like early 60s, like 62. I'm talking about like 68.
Felt like finally we're doing something to help her.
To relieve Emily's pain, Dr. Sannon prescribed an anti-seizure medication,
Why
usually used by
anti-seizure?
adults. For this little girl, the treatment is not without danger.
I don't get that.
The anti-seizure medicine does carry a risk. The rarer side effects could include liver damage, and that's why we have to check liver function tests in patients that are on this medicine.
Find that
But for the Garlands,
weird.
it was well
It's like-
worth the risk.
I gave
some
Emily her
pain.
first dose
Why
in the
is
car
it-
as we were driving away from the pharmacy.
Almost instantly, Emily was back. Her personality was back, and the pain was gone.
As many people suffer for years and years. I've met people who suffered with it for 10 years and never got a diagnosis.
With the proper
My question is, you know people with that disease, why didn't you recognize what it is? I hope you guys are enjoying. playtime done to ask you guys. What do you guys think of my bluebells? I'll ask again once I'm done. Let me know in the comments what you think of my bluebells, what I should draw next, or what I should cook and bake after I do my cookies. And I'll leave the video here.